Louisiana beer reviews. Leinenkugel's original beer. The Leinenkugel's company was founded in 1867 and was acquired by Miller Brewing in 1987. Although they are allowed to pretty much develop and operate their beer line the way they feel they want to do it, and it's still the Leinenkugel family that runs that division. It says on their website that this beer was inspired by their original beer, so it's not actually the original Leinenkugel, it's modified. But anyway, this one is kind of rare. You see Leinenkugels everywhere, but you don't see the original. Only time I've ever seen it is in the immediate Milwaukee area. And I have it in cans. I have a can, and the can is similar to this. It's white with just a label on it. And I bought the bottles here, the 6-pack, this month when I was in the Milwaukee area. So it's 4.7% alcohol, 153 calories. It's an average rating on Beer Advocate, a 22 out of 100 on Rate Beer, and a 96 out of 100 for the style. So for the style, American Adjunct Lager, it's very highly rated. You ever get a chance to go to Miami, check out the Marlins at their new stadium? Really fantastic. I went to 2 games and I loved it. Here's a 2004 pocket schedule from when I went to the old stadium, which was unusual. I kind of liked it though. It was different. Okay, lot of smoke here. I mean, it's just erupting out of the bottle. Here I got my Anheuser-Busch tasting glass. I saw some glasses at the Miller Brewing because I went on a tour there in Milwaukee, but I wasn't impressed with the choices they had. So, boy, it's really smoking. I got to get out in the yard once the grass dries and get all the clippings out of the way from mowing the yard, but I hate to get in the wet grass. All right, I bought this glass at the St. Louis Brewery, Anheuser-Busch, on the way back home. Hopefully I won't shatter it like I did with the glass I bought last year. Look at these bubbles, an enormous amount of bubbles streaming up. It's a small glass, but a thick white head and a clear yellow golden appearance, just like you'd expect an American style lager to look. Let's go with the smell test. Just like you would expect, sweet grains, which must be, Miller tends to use yellow corn grits and barley malt. And that's about all you're getting. Let's go with the taste. Sweetness, grains, a mild breadiness, a very mild hoppiness. I'm sure the IBU must be around 12. The mouthfeel is light and watery. The finish is crisp, clean, refreshing, very dry. Well, this is like so many other beers. Old Milwaukee, Hams, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Coors, Budweiser. I shouldn't include Budweiser because their brewing process really does make that a distinctive American style lager. Okay, so maybe Milwaukee's Best, something like that. Red Dog, Old Style, Heileman's Old Style. And I would say that this beer, and it's priced pretty low, you'll never see it more than likely unless you go to the Milwaukee area. This beer holds its own against all those others. If you like those others, you'll like this. If you don't like American style lager, well, naturally you're not going to like this. But looking at it that way, American style lager. Oh, and it's got a nice aftertaste. Those hops kind of come out there. I'm going to give it a B+. I think it is very good. On a day like today, or a morning, it's about 8:45 in the morning. Yeah, it's just a classic type beer. So, Les Bon Temps Roulé, this is a very good beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Southeast Louisiana.